hit the button on accident, OBS starts freaking out on me. But now it says that it's reconnected, so la-di-da. Should be live
Can't
now.
live with him. Can't live without him.
Can't.
Just as waiting for Callan. LOL.
Well, it won't be waiting much longer.
Dad, fag with the bag and the drip.
Come and take a sip. Da-di-da.
Now it's live.
Can't poop with them. Can't poop without them. I have to poop with them and without them sometimes.
But yeah, seriously though, because all the calls for him to return, now him saying, yeah, it'd be cool. How would you feel if they did an Amazing Spider-Man 3 with Andrew Garfield?
If they did Amazing Spider-Man 3, I would Amazing Spider-Man pee on myself.
With excitement or with depression?
Well, if they did it, I don't know. Like, I'd probably be fine. Like, I'd be interested, I guess. But, I don't know.
What if they optioned the transfer for Spider-Man 4?
Okay, yeah. Like, I want more Toby, frankly. But I'd want to give Andrew a chance. But again, like, I don't really want to go back and rewatch the Amazing Spider-Man films. Caleb, how much did you pay them to stream with you? I shoveled out the average $3 that they ask.
Yep. Three's a crowd. What's it? Two's company.
That's why the show was called Three's Company.
What show?
You haven't heard of the show Three's Company?
Sounds familiar, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
I think it's involves like some young couple and they living in some like nice house or something, and they have a landlord who's always doing something. Often he's coming in their house to fix something. Then he mishears a conversation, thinks like some gay panic stuff is happening or something, and then Don Knotts was the one, the funny guy in the Andy Griffith Show.
Right.
He was their landlord for like the later half of the show, and apparently he was a Lothario. Do you know what that is?
I've heard it used in a joke where someone calls themselves a lethargico, but I don't know what Lothario is.
A Lothario is like someone who's not sexually appropriate around people. In fact, they're usually loose and trying to get involved in relationships they should not be.
Okay.
So apparently Don Knotts, who is not an ugly man, he was a bit of a Lothario. And he'd go.
Yes, super Lothario brothers, bro.
Apparently, they'd always get like guest stars who were these attractive ladies on the set, and even though he was married, he'd like go and hit on them. And apparently, his line was because he always sounded goofy. It was something like, "Yeah, I'm married, but it's not going well."
Ugly.
That's really a bad pickup line, dude.
A lot of people use that as an excuse for real.
Yeah, it's like, think about it this way though. It's like, you're like, okay, let's put it this way. Okay, ideas. Have you ever like been Nate Dogg to Eminem? Okay, they can shake that music video action. Okay, getting more acid on a toilet seat, and it says saying tonight I want us that. Hope you don't mind. Like, you just go, no, hey, I hope you don't get mad at me, but I am married. It's not going well. Has that ever worked?
I don't think it would work.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't know. Who knows, actually.
IES is so charismatic that he could probably pull it off.
I don't know. These days...
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. These days, it's just... But that thing, people just use that as an excuse for cheating. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like, not to be an old man boomer, but these days people don't fight to make things work.
Aw.
Or fight for the wrong things.
You're right.
They gotta fight for their right to party.
Yes, you're so right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's like my
sad state of affairs.
My philosophy is if you have a failing marriage, just be a man and just say, listen, I want an open marriage. Just be that man.
Yeah, that'll work.
Just be a classic man and just skip town. Back in the days on social media, you couldn't track someone down, so if you just went to the neighboring town, no one would ever be able to find you ever again.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, just go over there and be like that one skit where Peter Griffin has 3 billion families and a gay lover.
Does he like kill one of them?
He kills all of them. He kills all of them and he gets put on death row and it's all a commercial for some product.
Oh yeah. You right, motherfucker. You right.
Yeah, I watch Family Guy. What about it, motherfucker? I'm a
This is
Family Guy
crazy.
viewer.
Callan, who do you like less, LJ or Mand E Productions? I thought it was Mand R Productions, and I don't know Mand R, and I don't have strong feelings against LJ. So how about we just?
He really hates LJ, dude. Like when I visited his house, like he has like a little like like those old Spider-Man inflatable punching bags. He has one of LJ.
That's slander.
It's just a picture of LJ holding the plum. It's that picture specifically, and he's just like walking around his over and he goes, while he hits it.
Plum. IDS, have you given Callan and Larney the N-word pass? Kopak 2001 asks.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't think I'm the right person to give it, but I don't know what an N-word pass is to give it.
Funny enough, though, my brother has received one. Actually, not one. He's actually received quite a few from. My brother has quite a few ethnic friends.
That's
The
cool.
thing is, the pass is not transferable. If you received it once, does not mean you can go up to another group of people. Don't worry, guys, I've got. It's a non-transferable pass. It's like a coupon
Don't worry,
for
guys.
one
The
switch.
N-word's available. I doubt it.
It's like at most what you could do is like, hey man, I got verification from another source. Here's his number. Hello, other man. Is this guy a racist? No, he is not. And I allow him to say that word. Okay. That's like the most. That doesn't really seem like that's really. I don't know. And we need to get like a proper. We need proper registration for all this.
Yeah, license
Also,
and
like,
registration.
what's going on here? Like, there's like 3 dog leashes all mangled together, and I can't tell which one's which. I'm trying to take my dog outside.
Mr. Unknown claims that LJ pissed on his waifu body pillow and deemed it canon to my uncle.
Really? I pissed and I said Joe's body pillow. Dude, we need to try to go to the TTV forums to get the Kopaka Loving Predators canonized.
That would be sick. IDS, come on, we got to go to Brick Fair, Virginia. We can meet TTV and we can hash this one out.
After you guys try so hard in vain. After you guys try so hard in vain and don't get it done, I'm just gonna come up to you guys and be like, "You did all you could."
Yep.
I imagine when Caleb says we're going to hash this out, like my thought was just like the whole "they're stuck with you in the middle of you" scene from Reservoir Dogs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just Caleb doing his little dance there, and Betty is just standing in the corner with a do-rag.
Volts Motion says half of Baidu channels are bot accounts created by Callan to fill up his stream chat with random repetitive gibberish. I would half believe it. Like,
Yeah.
half the comments are not even questions. They're just things like, "Hey, sup," and Callan, do you have any of the 2002 to 2004 Spider-Man sets? Technically,
the only real viewer in the entire Callan LF stream chat is Topeng and 117 Crap. Everybody else is fake.
pretty much.
Pingus.
Also, to answer that question, I actually did get almost all of them, but I ruined almost all of my minifigs from back in the day, and I ruined every single one of my Spider-Man.
I'm taking you outside. Don't whine at me, okay? It's like I need 5 seconds to put my socks on. Can you wait 5 seconds?
No.
Dogs are rude. They don't care.
This dog is like really incredibly impatient, dude. Like, this morning, like, she was all whiny because my mom wasn't out here, and then it's like, okay, I'll play with the ball. This guy will get a ball for her, and she'll play with it for a little bit. And I tried playing with her, but then she didn't want to give back the ball. So I was like, okay, yeah, fine. It's like I'll just start eating my breakfast while she just chews on the ball. Literally 5 seconds sitting down, she starts whining because no one's paying attention to her. I'm like, I was trying to give you that attention you wanted, and you were like, no, I'm fine by myself, and now you cry.
Oh yeah, dogs are they're a little funny. They're hypocrites.
Yeah. Yeah, dogs must be liberals, dude, because they don't make any damn sense, motherfucker.
It's pretty true. Dude, I just bumped into my dog, and he made no sense.
Dude, I just bumped into my dog, and he said he's a they, them.
Also, what a sec. Wait a sec.
Wait a sec.
Wait.
Yeah.
What a suck.
What would you do if Mr. Morbius went, wait?
Is this so long?
Like, when he realizes something doesn't add up.
Wait a sec.
Wait a sec, is that my sack?
Wait, the Morbius. He went.
Also, Blaze Bionicle says, cut away to a comedic scene of Caleb being dragged away from a convention by police screaming LJ started it first. That might LJ! LJ! I just want to be like, Two-Face in The Dark Knight when he's like, it's just half his face is on fire and he's being like dragged away.
That's in the first one, dude. You're getting the wrong one.
No.
Batman does his but Harvey Dent goes.
Yeah, come on. There's many people screaming Rachel.
I don't remember him ever going.
Oh, it's not quite to that creature.
I remember him like saying like "Let's flip a coin," and also the cool villain line everybody quotes on Reddit, and also just how after Joker went hi, he like tries to launch him going and he's still bound to the chair.
Yep.
My favorite scene in all of those movies is when Jim Gordon puts his gack on the little boy's shoulders.
That doesn't happen.
It's not. That doesn't happen. And also, that's a little sus. That's your favorite line.
That does happen in the movie. That's
not...
when he mentions when Batman flies out to nuke himself. He says,
Yep.
Like putting a gack on a little boy's shoulders. Like, oh, it was you.
That's how you're the Batman.
I didn't know Jim Gordon was played by Bosch in the Dark Knight trilogy.
More or less.
Dude, like
you better wash out.
That guy's had more than one sussy wussy comment that makes him might be a bit.
Hey.
Sussy wussy, God.
Yeah, you should reconsider.
I'm sorry, this is why I don't talk to you for 3 weeks. I adopted cringe vernacular.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
yeah, dude, you'll be writing Elseworld episodes before long.
God, that Elseworld shit.
Why are you crying? Kippa, why are you crying? Kippa, over here.
Kippa probably just watched Elseworld. That's why she's crying.
Yep. Very disappointed in that boring episode. Matt Hargreaves cannot write women to save his life. Ugh.
The trick to write women is just write them like men. Yep. Actually, what's the one that somebody said? Jack
Nicholson, he says, like, I take away reason and accountability.
Yeah.
When he writes for women.
Yep.
Sexist.
Yeah. It's literally like, I think I'm a man, but then I take away accountability and reason.
I forget. It's like
apparently it's like it's a really lame movie, but like that's the one good line in the whole movie.
Wait, I thought. Oh wait, hold on a second. My recollection of that quote was very different because I thought it was something like somebody was. It was like some movie that was like critically acclaimed and everybody was like, "Oh, this is one of the best written female characters." And then they asked him, "How do you write such a good female protagonist?" And then he just says the really base statement. Like I thought that was like how the story went.
That's probably the story of the movie, but the movie itself is not not very good. Apparently.
Okay. Well. Okay. So I didn't realize that came from a movie scene. I thought it was a real thing.
Yeah, and the awkward thing is it's like some attractive lady who asks him, and she's like just fascinated by his writing. She's like, "You're such an amazing writer," and so then he says that to her. She goes, "Oh!"
Imagine just like if you're like if people talk about the new Spider-Man movie, talk to Phil Lord and Chris Miller, being like, "Oh, we love how you wrote Miles Morales. How did you write him?" And he just says the same thing.
I think of a white man, but I think of it's like, yikes, Phil, Chris, what are you talking about? You gotta chill out with that.
Yes. What's your favorite based writer? Or writer is a good term.
Winona.
Oh, she's pretty
good.
Yep.
Winona for JoJo.
Yep. Yep. Winona.
Winona Ryder.
Alright, yes. Be honest. The Lonely Island is your favorite band of all time.
It is. Andy Samberg's giant fucking dimpled chin.
Yep.
Really gets me going.
And
I get me going,
you guys still haven't seen Pop Stars, so that sarcasm might turn to sincerity after you watch that movie.
Okay.
I do like Andy Samberg, and I do like The Lonely Island.
Yeah, I do. No man is an island. I'm a fucking continent because I'm obese.
Hey. You're a convict?
I guess you can't ever let me have anything. I say, especially once you make me feel bad. You laugh at a joke and then you call me stupid afterwards. You so mean.
So mean.
I apologize.
Also,
Yeah, I'm incontinent because I can't control my bladder.
Also, why is Kopek's trying to bait me to do Pohatu lines, but my Pohatu voice isn't even that good, so I guess it's just... Yes, do you think that there's, like, have I ruined the community into thinking that I'm a good Pohatu?
Probably.
Well,
maybe not so much. I don't know. Like, I feel like back in the day,
days.
yeah. But
These days, no one cares.
Nowadays, everybody thinks Eldre is the best Pohatu.
True. Yeah, he literally just goes, "Hey, liberals, this is my Pohatu voice. I'm dirty." Not even kidding. He just says I'm Southern.
Why?
I just thought of just like the whole entire like Obama do. I just carry on the word.
Wait. Why? Is it just because he lives in like?
I think it's literally just because it's like I need to give each Toa a distinct voice. Of course, my voice is perfect for Liwa because I just am Liwa.
The only Toa that needs to be Southern is Kopaka.
Yeah, Kopaka is clearly Southern because white man. And Patu is clearly like Patu lives in like a desert environment, so you should be having an offensive Arab accent.
I think he's Ethiopian.
You should sound like Dr. Quagg.
Why you want to fuck you, Kopaka?
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, can you recreate the iconic dialogue between them when they first meet?
Oh wait, hold on. Do the Anua and Patu scene, but like from Mask of Light, but the fake Anua Devroni and Quagg Patu.
Wait, Cage, maybe you should help him. Maybe you should be Devroni for this example.
Hold on a second, I need to get some Devroni warm-ups in here. Bam, I have a question for you. Okay.
I like the way you say question.
Well, that's Cage's trademark. Whenever Cage goes into the Devroni impression, his sinking line is always, "I have a question for you." Has Devroni ever actually said that? I don't know. But whenever Cage does, whenever Cage does the impression, he says that, "I have a question for you."
I have a queen, but it's like a
I have a question for you, and I need an answer, motherfucker.
Listen here, motherfucker. I have a question for you. Just do Devroni's argument. I try to ask a question of the other one.
Listen here, motherfucker. I have
Listen, motherfucker. I have a question for you.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, there's my mom. I need to go mute.
Oh, no.
I'll win.
Yeah.
No one.
It sounds like she has a question for him.
It does.
I've been walking around the dog, like around my front yard while talking on Skype, and my mom said, like, "Oh, you have a cute puppy, but you sound like a crazy man out here." After I was going, question.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's a good concerning mother, letting you know when you're.
Yeah, I need to go mute and hand off the dog, and then I can probably take a walk and chat.
Take a walk and.
Hopefully
Oh, that's nice. That's responsible. Leave the dog at home and then walk without him.
We'll continue to great debate once I pawn off the dog.
It's a good thing that the poop debate was lost forever.
Oh yeah, no, it's not lost forever. I can literally get it back anytime. But you know what is lost forever? The screams, the iconic screams that I will not go elaborate on. I will straight up, if I just had the time and the inclination, I would just ask him for that. I think I will.
If a genie came to you with 3 wishes, would you use one of those wishes to get those screams back?
Probably. Because if I asked for like unlimited money, otherwise I could solve most of the other problems that way.
Okay, actually, yeah. You get 3 wishes, but you can't do the want a million wishes.
Obviously,
Not
no a
usually.
million wishes, but if you just ask for like tons and tons of money, that you could solve a lot of problems with that.
Yeah, my money wish would be, I wish I had infinite money in the bank that I could use without consequence. Because now I know working in a bank, all you have to do is just be a little bit, pay in too much money, and then your shit gets frozen and blocked and everything like that.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
actually very hard to just come into a lot of money.
Yep.
Because with no paper trail or anything like that. So I would have to wish for the money with zero consequences for using it.
Right. It's a
Because if
good.
you just get loads of money, actually, even putting it anywhere,
Yep.
you even try and pay it in somewhere, they'll ask you 50. Oh, where did all this money come from? Oh, you don't have a reason? We're freezing your account. It's like, shit is actually really restricted.
Oh yeah, well, that's because there's so many freaking stupid illegal businesses like doing laundering schemes. It's crazy.
It's all money laundering. Yeah.
Yep. We're just moving money. There's nothing shenanigan going. Seriously, like literally, some of these banks have had to be paid like upwards of 50, 60, even probably in the hundred millions of dollars, settling like bad bank practices in the past, where they just didn't question.
Metro had to pay out like 5.4 million recently.
Phew.
The thing is, in 1 week's time, well, a week and a day, I will no longer be a banker.
Hey, you'll go right back to being a wanker.
Exactly, my full-time career profession, being a wanker.
Finally.
I just remember A-Goods one time describing the Javroni videos being like, it's strange to think that these are just written by an angry banker.
I love that. That's one of the coolest things he's ever said.
I'm like, yeah, it's kind of funny.
It's just written by an angry banker, wondering what his purpose in this world will be.
Wanted to kill himself because he never fulfilled his dream of being a banker.
Oh yeah, what was that from again?
That's Seinfeld.
I thought so. There was who wanted. Oh yeah, that's a cover story for Kramer. Yeah.
Newman gets a parking ticket, so he wants to use Kramer as his alibi, but he got kicked in the head by Joe Vola. So when he's trying to,
his alibi that he had the speed was to stop his friend from killing himself, and the story for
Kramer's been fucking up because he's been kicked in the head, so he keeps fucking up his testimony.
Yeah, oh, I love that. And all they get out of like $50 or something.
Yeah.
It's not even a crazy expensive fine. That's what makes it so funny. Groot GG. Gosh darn it, I re-listened to another Red Letter Media video where stupid Rich acts like, says, he makes a comment about the Seinfeld finale being bad, comparing, oh wow, Next Generation did a great finale. You know what? I'd rewatch the Seinfeld finale any day before the Next Generation.
Yeah, people need to shut up. I like...
It's shorter and it's funny.
People want a big finale. People want something. We feel bad because it makes the viewers seem like pieces of shit for supporting them.
Yeah,
well, they are like fuck off.
And it's also just dumb because the way he was phrasing it was like, they had no idea what they're doing. They knew what they were doing. They thought that's a funny idea. You're bringing back all these characters to revisit some of these jokes, and then you're. As a bit, you're saying they all go to jail for a year. It's just like, it's ridiculous.
But people are crying also who are like, oh, they shouldn't have done that. It's bad that our characters did that. But then they react in the exact same way they react to everything. They're pretty nonchalant about it. They're just like, it's only like a year, whatever. They're like, it's like everything about it fits perfectly with the show. I don't know. People need to shut the fuck up.
Yep. It's seriously, I hate it. I hate that people complain.
Star Trek Next Generation is my favorite show. I like that bold motherfucker.
And it did have a good ending episode, but
also James Corden is such a dickhead. Like, didn't he like insult Patrick Stewart, or they had like some sort of fucking
actually the funnier thing is that Patrick Stewart just like came out of the woodworks like for no reason attacking him, which is
good,
which is funny. The only problem is that he didn't really sell it. And then James Corden felt all big and like, oh yeah, you're making fun of me being fat, eh? It's so funny, eh? And then it just ended up being awkward from there. So it's like, I appreciate what Patrick Stewart was trying to do, but he didn't sell it. He didn't knock it out of the park where James Corden was like destroyed. James Corden was like, oh really? You gonna do this to me? You making simple fat jokes, yeah? You making fat jokes, yeah? And then it just got.
Oh really?
It got even stupider from there.
Fuck Fat. I was going to call him Fat Trick Gordon. That's not his fucking name. May as well be his name.
It might as well. And you might as well jump. Beep, beep, boop. Yeah. Is that not a great song?
Yeah. One sec. I'm about to send you this other fucking picture.
Please do.
Please, Glam.
Zendaya was a bad Mary Jane by mainly because she wasn't really based. Oh.
Yeah, I was just waiting for Tobey Maguire to ask, like, why is she black?
I was waiting for him to ask. Oh, thank you. Look at that fat belly. You really don't. No, you're. I mean, I appreciate the continuity, but no easing up on that fat belly.
It's already been done.
Yep.
Also, ideas if I've ever played Half-Life. I've actually never played Half-Life.
Yeah.
Good things.
Yep. Isn't it the? But don't most people act like Half-Life 2 is the most amazing thing ever? So it's weird when people just say Half-Life. Maybe they think we're mainly talking about 2, but
they probably mean the franchise, I guess.
Yep. Because I'm sure 1 is good as well, but I think whenever I think of Half-Life, I think people like sequel to Half-Life 2, Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Yeah, well, it's the whole Valve thing where even like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
Number 3.
But wait, but they made Back 4 Blood.
Yeah, apparently that's actually really shit. I've heard like really bad things
about
Back 4 Blood.
What a bummer.
I feel like Caleb's the type of guy who say Elmer Fudd was in the right.
I mean, he is a hunter. He's got to feed himself.
Hunter Biden. What about Gatherer Biden? Where is he? What's he up to?
That's true.
Yeah. I think
Hunter.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, I don't. I have to maintain neutral opinions about the name Hunter because one of my coworkers is named Hunter, but.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, it is kind of like I will say that like the two most like weirdly American names that kind of popped up. I feel like Hunter like has to be an invention that American came up with.
Yeah, it's such an American name. You're not gonna get anywhere else in the world someone called Hunter.
No, that's true.
Yeah, it's like I feel like the big issue with it is like I feel like for a 90s comic book character, Hunter could probably work. But for a lot of people who are named Hunter, admittedly their appearances don't really match their the name. I mean, at most, I sometimes get redneck people who will like doing some like deer hunting and all that stuff, but they're not like they're not Sigma male grindset with the name Hunter. A good way to put it. They're usually like they're usually Tweedledee and Lanky.
Yeah, Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Yeah. To be fair, I've never met a fat hunter, so there's that.
Yeah, I feel like I might have, but
usually it's like you usually get gangly hunters.
Gangly.
Would you ever get your sister? I'm looking for like thank you presents right now.
Oh.
I see a little like makeup bag thing that says "Best fucking sister ever."
Does it really?
To be fair, that would be hilarious if you get that.
Depending on their sense of humor.
That weird amount of aggression coming from you would be hilarious.
Yeah. Get the chat. It's fucking stupid. There you go.
Amazing.
What about like Philip DeFranco themed flip bomb? Would you send that?
Wait, what?
Philip DeFranco themed flip bomb.
Also,
like the old monkey logo that Philip DeFranco used to have. That was a rip off the Joe Rogan thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was. He did that as a straight up rip off.
Did he do that first or not?
I don't know. It's probably I don't know the dates. I actually
think Philip DeFranco might have done it first.
Hello, freak.
Well,
I know that Joe Rogan was streaming as early as like 2009, doing some of these.
Yeah, and also Philip DeFranco used to go on Chatterbait, and he was all like, "Yo, let me see them damn titties." That's not real.
Yeah, Joe Rogan used to go on fucking Chatterbait and be like, "Give me some ivermectin, Brady."
He was looking even then. He's always wanted the ivermectin, Brady.
I really like the word ivermectin. It's a really satisfying word to say, ivermectin.
Yep, ivermectin.
I feel like I feel like that's gonna be a big cultural difference because for me, like with my American ass voice, ivermectin feels clunky as fuck and there's no fun in it.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Well, I'm an American, and I think it's awesome. So you're from the deep south, you darn hillbilly.
First off, you're looking.
Your
first
Southern
off-
heritage just got flung in the bin, bitch.
First off, Caleb, you're located closer to the equator than I am.
Listen, dude,
no,
Caleb lives in America's penis. Leave him alone.
Yeah, literally. I am.
Yeah.
Straight up.
So does that make California America's anus? I mean, there's enough poop there.
More or less. But everyone needs an ass. That's why everyone goes to California.
Man, I can't believe that America be bisexual, being smacked between Canada and Mexico like that.
Wow.
Well, you got Canada, United States, and Mexico. You got cum.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've seen that meme. It's pretty. Yeah,
fucking
honestly,
cool.
I think we should rename North America that.
Also, Kopek asked, Callan, do you know Chris Chan is a part of Lego stop motion history? I do not.
Yes.
Oh,
Christian
do
is
you know-
part of Bionicle history, dude.
I know the
First Bionicle
website,
fan site.
but what's the
Yeah.
stop motion history?
Yeah, he like designed Pride Act, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm basing this one off of Julie.
Off of Julie. What?
Julie.
There's this girl. There's this whole thing that like.
He's not gonna get anything out of it. It's one of the fake girlfriends that people.
Yeah,
made
it's one
up.
of his fake girlfriends, and the most iconic thing is he humped a pillow while shouting her name and recorded it.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know.
I just want to quote the long story short. Boom, the chat.
Long story short. Also, once Callan is put behind.
I feel like Pixel Pals would really benefit from having like that chicken mirror style format. Like.
That would be great. Yes, you just gotta find your new owner.
Like
tag.
honestly, like if I was doing like YouTube animations as like my main thing right now, like like Jake and Mirror was like one of the main points of reference that I was looking at, and like kind of like the like a lot of like Gak and Rhea. If I was doing Gak and Rhea, like a lot of like the structured episodes would have been more Jake and Mirror-ish as going forward.
What about Jake and the Neverland Pirates? That's a really good show.
It's true. They have little run-ins with Captain Hook all the time. Like it's exciting stuff.
So wait, so they're never like they're pirates, but they're good pirates. Oh, what the fuck? No, that's
No,
make
yeah,
sense.
yeah,
the
dude.
iconic parrot pictures from that show.
He does. Does he? Is he even as familiar with that?
Imagine them trying to do that with like a Captain America themed show. You know, it's like it has like a bunch of little kids that they're Hydra agents, but they're good Hydra agents running around fighting the Red Skull occasionally. That makes no damn sense.
No. But like, I mean, technically, that was the whole point of the whole Hydra thing, though. That they were secretly agents of Shield, but there were some Hydra agents, so they could still be just agents of Shield.
Okay, I was trying to say Hydra, but let's say.
I know, but
just straight up
they just
Nazis.
wouldn't be.
Listen, dude, just stay hydrated, dude. Okay.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, unironically, I am drinking water while you're saying this, so I am taking your advice. Regardless if I wanted to or not.
Oh my gosh. I think Luke Cage is just shoving the mic in his mouth right now, going la la la.
It's called a gentle breeze.
Oh.
That's not a gentle.
That is more than gentle.
It's really just it's just going directly to the microphone, but it's actually quite pleasant outside.
Yeah, that's Jake and the Neverland Pirates. No, I think the bird literally flew up and is like flapping into the mic. The bird from Jake and the little parrot.
Yeah, well, so like, what would you do if you talked to Toping and like every single time Toping opens his mouth, there was a long gust of wind that sounded like what you're hearing?
I would be very scared.
Kiss my flab.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So Poxu's interested in it.
When's the next Poxu and Podan sketch coming, huh? When's that?
Tomorrow, dude.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
No.
No, wait, no, we're not doing that. Also, we
Yeah,
never even
Prox
did
is
we never did the Mask of Light scene between Devroni and Quag.
It's the moment has passed.
Aw.
We need to do proxy. Prox and Dr. Penis going. No.
So my question is, it's like, my question with all this though is, it's like, so if Podin comes back, is he Podina?
I don't know.
This is not the right platform to discuss.
Podunk. His name is Podunk. Because now he's a basketball player.
IDS goes to the future of devoted epoxy shorts. This conversation is over.
Gavris, I'm out.
There will be no further questions.
What? Why do you say questions so weird every time? I think Cage just loves slurring the word questions for no reason.
Yeah, you just let's say question.
Question. Question.
Well, when I do my own effects voice, like apparently I can't say you. I always say cha in there.
Cha.
Like it's like Janik, you're here, aren't you? That feels so weird. But then Janik, you're here, aren't you? I feel like oh, this is a little sexy, man.
I want to see what Onyx actually says in town. If he says, "You're here, aren't you?" I think
he does.
I feel like Onyx would have like sexy black lady hips if he was drawn in like a hyper realistic art style.
Yeah, I think he'd be played by the woman who played Helen in Drake and Josh. Who's in Community? What's that woman's name?
Jim Brewer.
I think her name is Chi Chi.
Cheech and Chong.
The comments on the original Tan are turned off. What's happening?
Chevik, you're here, aren't you?
It is.
Chew. He says chew. On chew, not on cha.
Aren't you?
Yes. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Cheech and Chong. Whoa. Whoa! Shut the fuck up.
I know this is a couple of years late, but you should have really made a MAGA version of that episode where Epic Fox and A's in MAGA. It's the same skit and everything, except same audio from Apex's side and everything. They just reanimated it, so you had a little Trump hat on.
This is the rich. I don't know. American.
Why so Trumpy? I'm not Trumpy. You're Trumpy.
What happened? So you know it's my swag. Then you cool up. Swag? You look like a gimp.
Whoa, you're a fascist, dude.
Swag. You look like a blank ag.
Blank ag.
He's more like a Trump supporter. Connect.
Are you stupid at the head? I am a white supremacist. You have straight up purple.
It's like your tiki torch is burnt to ash.
Yeah, I do go on mute. I think there's people there by what I hear to me.
This is a nice even tan.
You are straight up burnt to kush.
Man, you smelled my ass.
What are you talking about? I would never do that. Kel, what do you think of Tuyet? What mask should Tuyet have? I think she should have a giga-how. Dude, we don't have any women with hows, the symbol of Madanui.
Get over here and kiss me, fool.
No. Really, dude?
I heard bull when you said that. When you said,
why don't we have any women with hows?
Really? Oh, you want me to do it again? Do it again.
I love the way you said that.
Do it again.
I like how you want to do it again instead of like what would probably been the meme at the time. Another one.
Oh yeah.
I think that was pre.
That was pre the
another one.
I do still to this day love the DJ Callan thing where you smart, you loyal, I respect you. Go buy your mama a house.
Why he's filming himself fucking some girl.
Those are two different videos. But just like in the music video where he's just like talking to this girl and the girl is just like she's just kind of awkwardly, stiffly sitting there while DJ Khaled's saying all these things to her, but there's like just no like she just feels like the what are you even talking about type of response. It's like I'm just gonna silently just be here and be polite, but I don't know what the fuck you're even saying. He's all like, go buy your whole family house. He's holding like bricks.
Oh my gosh. Man goes live to not read any comments. Defeats the whole purpose of streaming. I'm sorry, Master OJ.
No. You know what? Fuck you. We're having a good conversation. You're being entertained for live. No one ever says this shit about radio shows. You know what? Fuck you. No, we good. We good.
All right. Anyway, what were we saying?
Turn around.
We were saying some good shit. We were saying dope shit. Better shit than Master OJ.
Poison talk.
Go out and go and like drink some juice and get in a high-speed car chase or some shit.
Also, real quick, Blaze Bionicle said that Poison Tahu from Mask of Light is the Bionicle version of Bully McGuire, but not as good though. I don't know if I agree with that.
See a chump.
I don't know. I feel like Infected Tahu. He's good in a different light. I feel like yeah, fair enough. Bully McGuire, we got more screen time and beams out of him.
Yep.
But I feel like if the center focus of the movie was different, like the whole entire tone of just Tahu was just all this. Ugh, fine. I guess I'm gonna work with people too. You know what? Fuck other people.
I'd like the idea of fucking Tahu strutting through Onokoro as it's collapsing, doing the finger gun.
That would have been awesome. We gotta
I just love the whole entire idea of just like he like he does the MJ smack scene, but instead he goes straight into the strut instead of being like after hitting Golly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the hitting MJ thing would definitely happen.
Yep.
And then also the whole entire I know it's not Blood McGuire, but just the Tim McGuire no yell over him getting frozen.
Yeah, Palazzi would be like, "Come on, brother, we're taking her home," and he's like, "Take your hand off of me."
You did all you could.
You sucked all you could.
Come on over to Golly, get it right.
Oh boy.
I would love a version where it's Bully McGuire lines coming out Pocket the entire movie. Like, you know, just like Levi going,
well, when Garley's in the water, have we lost our way, Parker? See a jump.
You also have the other things too, like you have like, you know, like Levi going, brother, and then Kopaka turns to Leela and goes, look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry.
Oh dear.
The little Goblin Jr. line is so fucking mean.
It's great.
Got this.
It's the
I don't know, like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Like I will say, like a lot of the material is great in there. That I will, will actually flat out say one thing that's an incredibly unpopular opinion. Spider-Man 2 has some great scenes, but overall is a fucking shit movie because the Spider-Man No More sequence just completely drags and just kills the whole movie. It's like you got this movie that's like like working as like an 8 out of 10 on its way to becoming 10 out of 10, and then you fucking get a 0 out of 10 sequence in there.
Oh, I see. I think you're way too harsh on it.
Kill Bill sirens now.
Let me put it this way: we were going to marathon like all Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies in one night for Halloween because we usually marathon trilogies at Halloween in my house. We did not get we didn't do Spider-Man 3 because the Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man No More sequence took out all of our energy, and we're like, yeah, we're done watching movies right now. And my mom literally fell asleep during it. It's just, I don't understand how anybody says that Spider-Man 2 is a perfect movie when Spider-Man 1 preceded it and had Willem Dafoe. Also, another thing too, Doc Ock's not great. Honestly, he's kind of shit. I don't like Doc Ock at all.
Really?
Willem Dafoe is like such a 10 out of 10 perfect villain. Doc Ock, he's like he's more forgettable than even like a lot of like the basic Marvel. I prefer Mandarin from Iron Man 3, like the real Mandarin from over Doc Ock.
Whoa,
you're getting all crazy.
I'm that out of line on this one. I'm going there.
That is crazy. No way.
Listen, Doc Ock, he got no sauce.
No way. What the hell are you on about?
But this is we're literally having our MJ moment after she's been slapped in the face, and she's like, "What is wrong with you?"
You know what I'm going to say? See ya, chumps.
Listen, now dig on this. How the fuck is
Yeah, this is legitimately a bad take.
Yeah, I think that's just better than fucking Mandarin.
And you're okay.
The most forgettable bar.
You're talking about.
Iron Man 3. I will defend Iron Man 3 in a lot of ways.
Are you at least talking? Wait. To be fair,
nothing movie, but
he's talking about Trevor's performance as Mandarin, right?
Yeah, like it's just the Aldrich Killian is the weakest part of that movie.
Yeah.
How can you say Doc Ock? Doc Ock has an iconic look. The acting's pretty good. Like, what makes him so bad? I don't get. I don't like Doc Ock's acting at all. Actually, I think the character design is good, and some of the story beats and the writing is good. But I really don't like Alfred Molina's acting at all.
I don't know, man.
Why?
I really don't get it.
I feel like you'd prefer if it was Alfred
Yeah, that's what he
prefer
really
to
hates.
I would prefer to if they just brought Willem Dafoe back as Doc Ock and not explain why he's Doc Ock too, and then that would make it a 10 out of 10 movie.
They did that in the behind the scenes, right?
What, just have Willem
They did
Dafoe
what?
come in and he's like, listen here, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they did
there is
it.
that shot of like Defoe in the arms. Yeah.
Yep. You look up the behind the scenes bit. They made a joke. Like Lardo, you would have been serious if you were actually Sam Raimi back in the day. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. You watch out. We can replace you. And
What if instead of the tentacles they had Defoe and they just CG'd his giant penis 4 times as the arm?
That would have been amazing. They should have done that for No Way Home.
Being CG, they should have just shot behind green screen and comped it in.
Yeah, like straight out of Compton in.
Yep.
Yeah. No. Okay. Like, honestly, truth be told, I am saying hyperbole, but
Yes.
my main point though is the Doc Ock. Like everybody hypes up Doc Ock and Alfred Molina as one of the best villains to appear in a comic book movie. When frankly, I think he's on par with some of even the most forgettable MCU villains, which people kind of universally say Dookie villains.
I can understand you maybe not liking him as much, but to put him on par with these fucking nobodies is not. I don't think it's correct at all.
Yeah, I think you're exaggerating. Your hyperbole's gone a little too far.
Yeah, because some of these Marvel villains are literally you remember. The fact that you're even talking about him means you remember him. I couldn't tell you the fucking first thing about Yellow Jacket or the fucking elf guy from Thor 2 or some shit like.
Okay.
Yeah, what's the elf guy from Thor 2's name? I mean, granted, at least Doc Ock has a memorable name. I know that has nothing to do with the actor, but still.
Yeah. Well, it's also like, I mean, another reason why Doc Ock is memorable is because of the fact that, you know, it was pre-MCU and, like, you basically, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man movies, like, a lot of people don't give him credit for it, but, like, in terms of the full context, am I still hearable or is the gentle breeze sounding like a thunderstorm?
You're hearable, but it is a little distracting.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to get inside shelter, but I'm going to talk while it's out here. Is this better?
Yeah.
It's better?
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, my hand. Okay, cool. So the whole thing is that I don't Doc Ock. The whole. I don't know. It's like, I mean, Doc Ock. Like, I feel like a lot of his memorability comes from the fact of kind of its standing in the movie film industry and comic books movie scene at the time. Because like prior to that point, like, you know, I mean, I forget if not the Fantastic Four movies came out before then.
They were at the same time.
Well, prior to that point, though, there was, you know, like I can't think of a single actually good Marvel comic book movie. And then Sam Raimi's Spider-Man comes out, and you're like, oh yeah, this is the tightest shit ever. And then, fair enough, but you know, saying how Blade doesn't really, you know,
he's more street kind of a comic book hero.
He was kind of urban.
No, you know what I mean, though.
Remember the scene where Blade started breakdancing and saying, yo, yo, yo?
He doesn't have superpowers that, like, are really fun to do. Like he doesn't have web swinging, something expensive.
He's got a superpowered mind and a mechanical canine.
All right,
no, he does not. It would be awesome if he did, but he doesn't.
He should have. He really should have.
Yeah, no, I will say, actually, a quick aside to Blade, though. Like, Blade is weird because it's like no one knows that shit's Marvel until they tell you, oh yeah, Blade's Marvel, by the way, and you're like, what?
This set comes with Blade,
They
actually.
did it intentionally to deceive you. What?
Like,
literally, this Daily Bugle set comes with Blade.
You watch Blade because you're like, okay, Wesley Snipes looks cool here. I want to check it out. No, you don't watch Blade because, oh yeah, I loved that comic as a kid. I watched a Blade Saturday morning cartoon.
Yep.
No, Spider-Man on the other hand, you know, you watch it because of one of those two things.
Yep.
You know. So, but you know, it's like also like that kicked up, like, you know. There was a bit of a gap between like significantly big deal like, you know, like superhero comic book movies between Batman and Robin and Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man was the thing, like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man was the thing that got that whole train roll you get. Batman and Robin kind of caused the crash.
X-Men helped, but Spider-Man was much stronger.
Even then, like as a kid too, it's like like at least what I remember is like X-Men was this thing where it was like, you know, it's like if you were a teenager or if your parents really didn't give a shit and buy you M-rated video games, you saw X-Men. But like, you know, average, like at least from my
the X-Men cartoon was huge.
Yeah, the 90s cartoon.
I'm talking about like the movies, not the cartoon.
No, but you know, I'm going from the standpoint of the whole. Why would you have watched it? Like.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Actually, I forgot to mention another sub point too. It's like another thing too. It's like no reason why the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies did was that it was a good in between of being like fun for kids while also like good for adults as well. Like it had that good broad age demographic thing. The
Yeah.
X-Men movies, like at least in its presentation, like even if you like like I don't know, it's like most kids, their parents wouldn't let them see X-Men when I.
Excuse me, but I do want to see a basically naked woman with a pussy hanging out, just painted blue.
Yeah, I think that might be one reason why the kids were, the parents were like, "Listen, Huey, I ain't letting you watch that movie."
Huey, her pussy's blue, Huey. I want to see Dr. Manhattan's pussy, Huey.
No, I know that, like, and here's the thing: if you go back to the Spider-Man movies, you look at music videos and stuff. You're like, oh yeah, there's that 2000s. You got Chad Kroeger music videos and stuff. But I feel like there's something that feels a bit more 2000s about, specifically the first two X-Men movies.
I always feel like
it's really the leather.
They feel 90s to me.
Right. Yeah, you're right. It's the not. Yeah, it is. It's true.
I'd say Spider-Man feels 2000s. Those feel 90s.
A little bit. Yeah, I guess you're right.
But it's like the X-Men movies, like they always like it's again, it's like yeah, like while they were big, like they didn't really fully like. Okay, quit being a blade sleeping. You're about ready to punch me in with an afro. But yeah, I mean, like like yeah, there's that weird period of time where it's like like a lot of the Marvel comic book movies that were getting picked up were kind of going for kind of like that more older audience thing, and there weren't while Spider-Man was really the only one I can think of that was like good for the whole family.
Yup.
Listen, Junior, let's watch this Spider-Man.
Thanks, Dad. I love this.
Let's go watch fucking Spider-Man. Why are you swearing at me, Dad?
I love the concept of Debrody watching it. It's like, and he walks over and it basically just gets bitten by a bunch of spiders. And then he goes to Dr. Quag being like, "Can't you go have a hand yet?" No.
I am going to prescribe you ivermectin.
No, and then it's like, no, he's like, oh, I was like, I got superpower. And then Quag goes, no, and then Debrody does a little spider whip thing, and then like a little white comes in. He's like, oh, hey, look, I had the spider whip. He's like, no, that is the pus from your infection.
No, that is your mommy's milky.
Oh,
That's Obama. That's Obama's
I would
Milkies.
love watching. I guess you should just like go over and like completely like retake whatchamacallit, Robot Chicken. Go in there, just completely take the show, overhaul it, and then just have Debrody just be the new nerd character in Robot Chicken.
He should.
That'd be amazing.
Being like, I wish I was in comic book. That'd be so cool. Just Debrody being like, I wish I didn't have a terrible wife. That would be so cool.
Yeah.
Actually, honestly,
It's a good fix.
If you wanted to do the whole entire get like a series of I'm trying to think of how to word this, but the whole entire like trying to figure out how you do like web cartoons on the on YouTube and the internet and all that type of stuff. You'd have much better luck doing like a Robot Chicken style show and having like basically some sort of entry system and getting people's compensation for their work. Rather like that'd probably be like one of the more effective ways of doing like an animated web show, because like for like myself, like some of my most I'm not even that big of a YouTube channel, frankly, but the amount of like submissions I've gotten for stuff like non-bionicle shorts compilations and all that stuff is really big. So if imagine if you just had like something that was like more of a general YouTube channel thing, and you had even 50,000 subscribers, and you had all that stuff going in, you'd be able to get like some serious stuff. And it's basically what Great the Show was doing when that was going on.
Oh yeah. Well, in fact, why does Yukino Joe basically not make shit anymore?
I don't know. My assumption would be he got hired by somebody and he's just been doing professional work.
Probably.
I mean that's kind of what happens to like some of those guys. I mean, like Tom Perrell, for example, he was working on like one of the Jellystone cartoon. Yeah. And you can periodically get other things like that happen too. Heck, even like Rebel Taxi actually was working as a concept artist on a canceled Mortal Kombat TV show.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oh, really?
You, Tom, and Fantasia are the best friends.
I would love just a series of Debroni reviewing web cartoons, and he's just all like, one. No, actually, I have Dagger, not
Dagger.
Debroni. Dagger.
I really will. One day I'll resurrect Degrin.
Yeah, dude, it's like, listen, we all know that, like, the whole entire, like, bullying may be the Craven's last hunt of the Unfixed continuity, but you have to retcon it because Dagger's such a good character, you have to bring him back. I know
I don't even get the reference to Craven's last hunt. Is that a Spider-Man event?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a thing where Craven commits suicide after he thinks he's killed Spider-Man.
Why?
Well, the whole entire story is like this. It's basically like it's a lot of the whole Superior Spider-Man story took like a lot of beats from it. Basically, there's this like hunter guy named Craven that's like a old school Spider-Man villain, and he's all like, you know what, I could be a better Spider-Man. So basically, it looks like he kills Spider-Man and basically hopped in his suit and just started doing the Spider-Man thing for a bit. But then
didn't they do that with Doc Ock as well?
That's what he said. Yeah, that's Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah, so that's like the Doc Ock thing is kind of based off of the story arc, but then it's revealed that really what happened was Spider-Man didn't get killed and he had like there was like a whole tranquilizer thing. And basically the bad guy basically just proves he basically proves to himself, yeah, I beat this other Spider-Man villain that was so strong that both Captain America and Spider-Man had to defeat him, but I defeated him by myself, and you couldn't do that. Here's the villain. Here's your rematch, because like he caged the villain after beating him and let Spider-Man rematch him, and Spider-Man lost that time too. So basically that's confirmation. I basically shot and tranquilized you for 2 weeks. I was you for that period of time. I defeated a villain you couldn't defeat, and even now you can't defeat him. Aha. Okay, now bye. I'm gonna go shoot myself in the head, and basically that's how it goes.
What the fuck? Like, that's kind of an interesting concept up until the fucking suicide bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I said that kind of stupidly, but the whole entire time, it's like basically there's like this other thing too about the story where it's basically like this whole thing. Like there's this whole entire like underlying deteriorating psychology going on with the villain, and Milton Oldest running with his family. The character, despite looking youthful, is actually really old. So he's basically like he doesn't have many years left on the clock. Like he used to come from like a family of Russian aristocrats, but got kicked out of his country. So that's the whole time that thing's messing with him, like all that. So there's like a lot of built up psychology in there, but as I said to shoot yourself in the head, thing kind of stupidly.
Yeah, but it's still dumb. Like, come on. I don't know. You're gonna have Craven become suicidal. I don't know. He's too goofy, I think.
They built it up well.
You're gonna have Robin Williams kill himself, dude. He's too goofy.
Yeah, God, why'd you write the world like this?
You're gonna have Dippy Dog kill himself? He's too goofy. Shout out to anybody who understands today on that one.
I love the idea that someone's too goofy to kill himself.
You're too goofy, dude. You can't do that.
I just didn't see it coming. Dude was too goofy.
Yeah, man. It's like when my friend Tony was dancing around like the swimming pool with the toaster in his hand, and they dropped in the pool and he electrocuted himself. He was too goofy. I didn't think the electricity would kill him.
Yeah, just wow. You never think.
I never think, dude. I'm too stupid.
My friend Curdle died. I thought he was too goofy to die. I thought he was immortal.
His name is Curdle? What?
Curdle. I'd say my friend Curdle.
Stop and stare.
Stop and frisk are the best friends. Never can.
Jalocum's dad is giving me good head.
Thank you.
Huh? Why you say thank you to that?
You just finished the song. Because you woke up late the day to this.
The fuck?
Woke up in the morning, gotta thank God.
Hey, Callan, would you rather be sick and be locked in a room? Wait.
Bitch, I wanted hog with my breakfast, okay? I like a good sausage.
Dude, that's the one thing that I understand why Ice Cube, given his religious beliefs, he's like, yeah, no hog, that's a good thing. But for me, as a filthy infidel,
as an absolute harami.
Yeah, as a harami, if I smell this salami, I'm gonna get pissed off.
Guys, we got a really good question. Please listen carefully.
He has a
Oh,
question.
Hey, Callan. Hey, Callan, would you rather be 6 and be locked in a room with EDP445 and Epstein, or 100 and locked in a room with Christian and Larnu?
Well, 100. Because
Why-
Lana would protect me.
I think he's implying that Larnu would help Christian rape you.
Christian is only interested. Christian was only interested in his own there.
His own.
And
Not Sonic
it's
the
like
Hedgehog.
he would have not gone for you because you have a duck and out of China.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, it's true. I have a penis and not a vagina.
Yep.
I really hate that phrase. You know that. Like, yeah, so you hop on me for saying sussy wussy and you say shit like that.
Penis.
Japitas and vagina are better than sussy wussy.
He's got a point.
Sussy.
Shang-Chi-ness.
Okay, Shang-Chi is hilarious, so don't group that in with your other shit joke.
Yeah, you sussy wussy.
I wish I could. I wish I could have a Shang-Chi-ness.
He wishes.
Yeah, but sadly, I have like a Justin for chode.
What if your dick started getting those like, like how traditional Chinese dragons have called them the beardy sort of fur. Your dick started having that shit on it.
What would you do if your dick could you figured out that you had a Goku Super Saiyan style transformation for your dick that could basically be a full Johnny Sins size, but when doing so, when maintaining that state, basically you start getting stretch marks on your willis.
What?
What? I'd go find Aquafina and test it out, motherfucker.
Wait, what Aquafina?
Because I've got Shang-Chi on the mind.
She's his best friend, dude.
I like the concept of it's like if I could have any woman in the world, I'd choose Aquafina.
I don't even find Aquafina attractive at all.
Ugh.
I don't think anybody would ever think that's what this. It's like,
you want to know what's funny? When I left the movie, my friend literally said, "Oh, it was kind of refreshing having the main character's girlfriend not be attractive."
Oh, no. Poor Aquafina.
Yep.
Didn't she wasn't there this whole entire thing where she's all like, yeah, I'm not gonna pretend to do yellow face because that's or like yellow voice in movies because that's offensive. To basically be like co-opting like the voice and
I do not know what the fuck you mean by this.
It was some shit. It was some shit like she was all like, basically she's like she doesn't want to take roles where she speaks a stereotypical Chinese accent.
Yeah, the thing is, she has a point. In fact, I agree with her in that sense. If you're going to have that dumb opinion, or if you, I agree with her. Her opinion's fucking dumb. But to me, that links to the Cleveland thing, right?
Yeah.
If doing a voice is inherently offensive, don't do it then. So
yeah, the actor should choose not to do that.
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this phony voice because if I did it, would be inauthentic and offensive. But the Cleveland voice apparently is offensive because a white guy came up with it. So how the fuck is a black guy doing this offensive voice created by a white man? Okay.
I will agree that that's the thing that's not necessarily stupid. I think it's like personally for me, it's like it's whatever. The thing I have an issue with is the hypocrisy that's been pointed out where her whole entire career is Asian woman talks like a black person. And now she's all like, putting on a voice that you naturally don't have is wrong. And it's like, so what have you been doing?
But it depends. Like, did she grow up like in those areas where she like is that actually her voice or does she do the voice? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
people can make the same thing claim about certain white rappers sound so fake.
From my recollection, she puts on the voice. Now,
if she puts on the voice. That's a problem.
Now, I was going to say, if she has this thing where it's like, sadly, I don't know the actor's name, but the guy was one of the cast members in Silicon Valley. The character he played was Jin Yang.
Shang-Chi?
That guy, no, Jin Yang. So the thing with
Shang-Chi, right?
So that actor, like his whole entire thing is that he learned when he immigrated, a lot of like what he was listening to learn English was BET actually. So when he was speaking English, he would actually use like a lot of African American slang and have like a lot of more of like an African American dialect because that was his point of reference, and it wasn't until like he actually spoke decent English till he was told that's like, why are you talking like a black guy? It's like, wait, this is not how you're supposed to talk. It's like, no, it's like
Yeah, so
like,
exactly. So that's
yeah.
the point I'm kind of making. So if she grew up in that environment where people were speaking like that and she speaks like that, fair enough. But if she's putting on a voice, I still think anyone can do any fucking voice they want. But then, the argument can be made that like,
from my memory, she talks like this all the time, but she doesn't go yo, motherfuckers.
When did a black guy join the call? What?
Whoa, that's weird.
I was trying to do Aquafina, so it's like, I can't emphasize the stereotypical African American voice too much with Aquafina. But point being, is like all I hear is raspy woman, not really African American dialect.
Damn.
But then I've seen her, talk like that. Damn, motherfucker, how you doing, shit? Like do that whole entire
right
90s interpretation of what a black guy is.
Yeah, so
basically that sounded like fucking Rick doing. It's gonna get swifty in here, more than a black guy.
I want to see Callan run around in Sonic Utopia.
Is it good or bad that I can't do so black guy?
It's probably fine. Come on, man. I bet she's available.
Yeah, I would love to hear Callan just talking this typical black guy voice. It will pay me this juice.
Hey, Private. Hey, Private. I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
right,
black people talk like Percy, apparently.
James talks like this.
He does, though. That was one of my favorite things ever. James speaks like this.
Yeah, good somebody by just saying black people speak like this. You would get canceled.
The Greg versus Faber banger part 22. Everything goes dark. Look at what you've become. Faber wakes up. He gets up and suddenly he's walking into his studio. Greg. Oh, come on. I didn't catch anything funny there.
Do we have to read stories right now?
No, I wanted to see if there was one good one. I just wanted to see if there was a good moment, okay?
Listen to my Aquafina banger, dude.
Okay.
Oh, damn, that's not just like a black person.
Pretty much.
Okay. So here's the thing. Okay, so everybody, we need to start writing a graphic novel that defines the character. You know, like how the Killing Joke defines the Joker in comic books.
Yes.
I think we need to write the Killing Joke of Jabroni.
Yep.
So,
you bring me out. Can you introduce me as a rapist?
We need we need DeVroni's Craven's Last Hunt.
Would you ever say that if you were on the backstage of a David Letterman show?
Like you're not, but you just want to be introduced as that.
When this show host seems like, why do you want to be introduced as such? That's not funny.
It's funny to me.
Anyway, so yeah, let's start writing group writing session to Killing Joker Jabroni.
Okay.
I left Junior in a state of undress.
Oh no! We escaped this joke with ideas doing. I'm gonna have him do his adoption papers last week.
Just straight cuts. It's like you just like. Killing Joke leads up to Barbara Gordon getting shot, like shot in wheelchair bound. But the opening shot of this comic is the brother shooting Junior.
It's basically he just gets home from work. It's not like the Joker surprises her at the house. He just gets home from work. The second Junior opens the door, he just shoots it.
Nice.
So he's like, "Daddy." The Demotion just shoots Junior, steals his clothes. Now he's running down the street in clothing that's way too small for him.
That little bitch came right at me.
So he runs. Where does he like? So who's Batman in the story?
No one.
Maybe it's Oni. No, Oni.
Call that Junior got shot.
I think it's Oni.
Karen's just like, who?
It's like
your son.
it's like the little, it's like, it's like the little shit, the illegitimate shit that you had. Oh, hey, Junior, you guys try it?
I feel like Garen has loads of kids. He goes to like someone else's house, like, "Hey, Petunia!" So he's got the fucking doorstep.
I feel like when he goes to a hospital room and sees like Junior like in a medical induced coma to recover, he just goes, "Hey, Junior."
Hey, Junior,
Teary-eyed.
sorry you were left in a state of undress.
Does Garen go after Jabroni? He's now right down the streets in child clothing, or is he just, or does he just let Jabroni go away scot free?
I feel like he confronts him and does like a Batman moment where he lets him live because Batman's an irresponsible piece of shit.
Pretty much.
Garen leaves Jabroni in a state of undress.
Yep.
and now Garen is running around in Junior's clothes.
It's just a run-on thing to just fucking take each other's clothes.
Size clothing.
Dude, I think we've got a banger on our hands.
Yeah, so like yeah, I'm thinking I could get in contact with Rob Liefeld to draw this. So
Yep.
I want a side-on shot of Davroni with his tits like coming off his body, like that Captain America picture.
Yeah, dude. That Captain America picture. Apparently, like, I feel bad for Rob Liefeld for that one specifically because apparently I think that was like one where he drew it and he's like, yeah, that's not good. Don't show anyone this. And then now it's the picture that defines him.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
poor
the
guy.
most iconic image.
Yeah,
That's unfortunate.
Really like, I do think that there's definitely criticisms you can make of Rob Liefeld stuff, but I do also think that like I do think that he does get
Too much hate.
He does. Yeah, a little bit. Like a lot of people look at kind of like the cons of Rob Liefeld a little too much, and kind of a little bit like you're kind of undermining like some of the good that he did though.
Yeah,
You're kind of undermining the Autobots when you're
I mean,
pointing out all the
you can
Decepticons.
have people be like Deadpool is my favorite character, motherfucker, but also fuck Rob Liefeld. I'm like, so you're going to insult the guy who made your character?
yeah.
So silly. Yeah, like all my favorite characters were created by some old Jew. I still like him.
I'm not sure if he's. I don't know. I'm not so convinced, given the way that you described him as, with such words and such delivery.
Look,
vigor.
All I'm saying is that if I met Stan Lee, I might leave him in a state of undress. That's all I'm saying.
Good.
Are you running around Stan Lee's clothes now going Excelsior?
Yeah, I would steal his sunglasses.
With the Spider-Man symbiote suit playing.
Yep.
Which one's better, Spider-Man 3, black suit theme, or the Incredibles fighting out that all the other supers are dead theme? Which one's the better?
Okay, that theme is good too. I don't want
to that song again. How does that one go? Yeah, I have no idea what that is based on.
I do know what he's talking about actually, but it's a good scene.
I know the meme, but it's been so long since I've actually heard it, I can't remember.
Yeah, it's not nearly as iconic. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
It's a good scene.
I remember the Incredibles one stronger than the black suit theme. You do the black suit theme.
No.
You're just doing the that's the Danny Elfman Batman theme.
No.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Yeah. Because you're going you're doing like that whole entire thing.
No.
You're turning around, and then there's also that scene where Joker just starts Among Us twerking inside our art museum.
Joker.
I'm hoping one day you guys will look. I know that Danny Elfman's stuff gets overhyped, but you guys are a little harsh on it. I think.
Why are you saying you guys? What the fuck did I do?
Yeah,
you've always jumped on. Oh, I hate the Joker. I don't think the Joker in the Danny Elfman movies is any good.
What Danny Elfman movie?
First off,
Batman.
They just did the soundtrack for the Batman movie. He had no say on the Joker performance.
I meant. Well, he did the Batman theme, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I was talking about.
You said Jack Nicholson, I would have been on board, but you say, yeah, you hated the Danny Elfman.
No. Yes, you're right.
Actually,
it implies that you guys don't like the theme.
My
theme is
dad
good.
actually thinks Danny Elfman stuff sounds a little too samey, but respects like a lot of like some of the compositional stuff that goes into his productions, like the way that he layers synthesizers. It's actually insane. Like a lot of like his string sessions are actually synthesizers, not even real strings.
Oh wow!
But for me, like I've never like in any movie, it's like, while it's distinctively, it's like, yeah, that's definitely a Danny Elfman score. I've never complained, oh, fuck a Danny Elfman score. I'm like, oh, a Danny Elfman score.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to accuse you guys of hating on Danny Elfman.
Yeah,
that's
I think
the Tim Burton
Danny
Batman
Elfman's,
movies.
Like missed is been some of this. Is like it's not even like the standard film score stuff he did for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's some of the music number stuff. It was a little bit of like what the fuck were you thinking?
You know that the most of Spider-Man 3 is actually done by Christopher Young, not Danny Elfman.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it was.
So I think the black suit Spider-Man thing might not even be Danny Elfman.
I feel like
it's credited as such on Instagram. I know that because I posted a story with the song on there.
I feel like that's got to be him.
Yeah. What would you do if you were you walked into the office at your bank and the little bank mascot that you have? Like, what if like it was left in a state of undress?
I've left Metroman in a state of undress many a time.
Oh.
So,
wait! I just love the way Cage went.
Sorry, that's the retarded noise I make when I pick up my cat.
Oh, I thought that was you, like being taken aback by IDS's rape.
Yeah.
I was making retarded noises. I was going to say something, but then like I picked up my cat, so then I just kind of let out weird sounds.
Okay. Well, okay then.
Yeah, make you gay, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we can hang out.
Can we have a scene where? Can we have a scene where Pat is just watching a Woody Woodpecker sick animation video?
Oh,
Woody Woodpecker. Oh, Woody Woodpecker.
Oh, I was thinking, hey, hey, I know you. You're the guy from the TV.
You're the guy. You're the guy that says Woody Woodpecker.
Hey, I know you. You're the guy who says Woody Woodpecker, huh?
This guy says Woody Woodpecker a lot.
That guy says Woody Woodpecker a lot, huh? That's how I get into the pet voice. I do the
Yep. Woody Woodpecker.
I'm starting a new show called
Woody the Woodpecker.
Imagine Pete saying, "Where the Woodpecker?"
Oh.
No.
Woody Woodpecker.
Don't make it Peter Humphrey. Don't make it Peter Humphrey.
Woodpecker.
Yeah, he's been saying Woody Woodpecker at a sub 8th grade level.
Mr. Deroni. I think it's appropriate for you to say Woody Woodpecker around this.
Woody Woodpecker.
Can we have a scene? Can we just have an episode where it's just where we just where we just have a scene where the teacher's just like in the classroom, and then it's like so tell me what about the class's summer break. Tell me what everybody did. You go first, and each kid is just like a previous child that's previously appeared in Bugs and Pals that they've just they say some awful shit happened to them. And he's like, what the fuck is happening in this city anymore?
This is the worst summer for children ever.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Also, it's like that. Yeah, my best friend last Christmas killed himself when Santa didn't come. Yeah, that was half the school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's actual continuity.
Yeah, instead of the fucking blip happening, it's like most kids just died that one Christmas.
Like there's a whole. If you ever wanted to have like the whole universe-ending situation, it could literally just be like, oh, there's literally no next generation coming.
Woody Woodpecker. Woody the Woodpecker.
That synthesizer is so amazing.
Woody Woodpecker.
I hate how that's all delivered. I already listened to Chopper Boy a million times.
Yeah, that is fucking gold. And the music kicks in and he does the weird creepy laugh. That's amazing.
Yeah. No, somehow like my binge most of his stuff, I somehow missed that. So
do you know why? I missed it as well because when it was released, it was in a weird period where YouTube was forcing, at least in the UK, people to actually prove their identity, so it was age restricted.
Ridiculous.
Oh yeah, like I saw that one recently because he was like he posted like just the Woody Woodpecker part on the Instagram story. So just like he animated this one thing and never just 4 Instagram stories, and just left it there. I'm like, why would he make this? And also, it's like I guess Instagram stories doesn't give a shit about restrictions because this is pretty out there for it.
Yeah, it's true.
He just has a guy getting sucked off.
Yeah, I love that she literally like descends to the ground between shots in order to cover her naughty bits, I suppose you could call them.
Woodpecker. Oh yeah, Woody Woodpecker. I also love the little chee.
Chee chee. The way the bird gets shot is very sad.
Yeah, the way he nuts on his foot as well.
Gross.
Who was the woman who played the original Mystique? I thought she was hotter than
Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was good.
She was my beautiful lettuce babe.
Let us in.
Oh my god, yeah, I just see this back-to-back shots of the Mystique makeup over time. Oh my god, they really didn't give a fuck in the last
No, they didn't.
They just gave her like a blue face and put like lumps on it. She gave her like Morgan Freeman freckles on a blue face for the last version.
It's so, I don't know, the X-Men movies, it's so weird. It's like, one thing that's always confused me about X-Men is it's like, on one hand, it's like, yeah, I understand why people get through this shit because the concept is like pretty good, but then like, it feels like every X-Men continuity has this thing where it's like, it starts off strong and then it gets to Dookie Town, like the more it just gets expanded on.
Yeah.
I don't think, is there a consistent X-Men run of continuity? Like,
I think they should just do a grounded one. Like, the concept is really good. Because it is this the whole oppression thing and like being outcast and stuff. That's actually a good concept for fantasy allegory. But then it's like, how many good X-Men characters actually are there? Like great you got Wolverine.
Yep.
Mystique.
Wolverine, Mystique, Magneto.
Professor X.
Professor X is kind of even iffy, honestly, in my opinion.
Well, his character is good in conjunction with Magneto. You could maybe argue his powers.
It's like Magneto didn't exist. Professor X would kind of be he'd be kind of like
he's just standard old guy.
And then beyond that, I don't even like Beast. I like Kelsey Grammer Beast. Like that's just a cool getting Kelsey Grammer to play Beast was just cool as hell. I don't know why they haven't like continued to do that. I think they. I don't know.
He cameoed in one of them right at the end, where he literally just says "Hello, Logan," and then he walks off.
That's a great piece. That's great casting. There, him and well, other than that, Beast can fuck off. And other than that, who else? What else is?
Cyclops is kind of generic guy, but I feel like
it's weird because he has a cool power. I think.
Yeah, it's like I feel like Cyclops with writing could be cool, but it's interesting though. It's like X-Men movies too. It's like It was like X3 just like kills off Cyclops in the most uneventful way, and then they bring him back, and like after Days of Future Past, it's so weird. It's like,
it's weird. They kind of ignore everything. The future that they set Wolverine in X-Men Days of Future Past is supposed to be just kind of like they fixed the timeline, so now. But then they continue with the prequel stuff, so it's just weird.
Yeah. But it's also like, just the way that they kill off Cyclops and then bring him back. It's just kind of a little bit of like, for the character who's supposed to be the leader of the X-Men, they're just kind of like, oh, bye, oh, hey, how's it going? It's like it's kind of like that's kind of like how I felt as an audience member watching all of it.
And it's really Bryan Singer's fault for making really giving the actor who played Cyclops nothing to work with. He's literally just I'm kind of stoic.
Isn't he the Sonic movie guy?
Yeah.
Sonic movie guy?
That guy played Cyclops. They also had a few other people play Cyclops as well.
Yeah. Some random kid in X-Men Origins Wolverine, and then the kid who's in the what's the movie with it's the Ready Player One. He's also
that dude.
He's the new Cyclops.
Does that? I feel like that kid could play like a younger Tom Hardy. They have like similar lips.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, it would work.
Like if they had to do like a teenage scene with like a Tom Hardy, they could get that guy.
What if they redid the Looper movie with Tom Hardy and him?
Yeah, I always love that. Just Tom Hardy being like, like the whole time, because that's how Tom Hardy sounds in the Venom movies. Plasight.
Oh boy. Well, I should probably wrap
Oh,
up
hi,
in the next
Don.
few minutes
Hey,
because.
Don. How's
Oh,
it
but
going,
hey,
Don?
I'm back.
Plasight.
Wow, that's nice. Rare says I'm back, and also you promised the how-to build one of your tomatas. You right, dude. I did. I should make one of
Yeah,
the.
just take apart your tomato on live stream and never build them again.
Oops. Yeah, I promised. At the very least, he's paying.
Eugenics.
He's being a pay pig so that I can make that. So maybe I should.
Well, IDS calls those things something else that I can't repeat on stream.
Oh.
Woody Woodpecker.
Woody
Woody
Woodpecker.
Woodpecker. Oh, Woody Woodpecker. Woody Woodpecker.
But yeah, Rare. I will make one of those soon.
It's so weird that like somebody would say like when you go Woodpecker, Woodpecker, the boy says, "What is a woodpecker?" You find that the word "the" in there makes it so.
It sounds so weird. And then it just stops him dead in his tracks. Like, what the fuck did you say?
But I feel like it would not be as strong without the in there, which is so weird.
He's a woodpecker.
It's like, I guess it's because like the extra syllable added in there just like causes a bigger interruption than just a different voice.
It's true.
Woody Woodpecker. Woody Woodpecker. What is a woodpecker?
Yeah, see, exactly, and it's like it's just such a like the voice change into the extra syllable. You're like, what?
That is his life moment.
Literally.
What? Now I know it's Woody Woodpecker. Good shot. In a different way.
Yup. Woody
I mean, Woody the Woodpecker makes more sense, actually.
He is a woodpecker, so calling him the Woodpecker does make sense.
What's your favorite Sonic character?
Woody Woodpecker.
What would you do if you actually put Woody Woodpecker in a Sonic game?
Yep.
It'd probably be the best one.
No, but seriously though, who's your favorite Sonic character? You got Big the cat. You got
Woodpecker. The green eagle. The green eagle.
You're thinking Jet the Hawk.
Jet the Hawk.
Yeah.
Jet the Hawk with piles of holly.
La 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 la. It is not Christmas anymore. Oh no 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 no.
Don't claw me, cat.
I'm gonna put that in the next stream highlight.
Don't claw me, cat.
Yep. I'm gonna put that in there.
What would you do if you're walking down the street and you saw Callan Carson did the Spider-Man 3 walk?
I would morph into Jet the Hawk.
I'd say, don't call me Carson.
Okay. So Caleb, who's your favorite Sonic character?
Knuckles, because he's red and he's voiced by Idris Elba. That's all you need.
And he goes, "You actually believe I would let you return?"
Callan, don't end the stream. I still have more stage 5 cancer to write. Oh no.
Ending the stream. What time?
I probably should go soon, unfortunately.
You know, I like how we could have gone for another hour, but because that one comment there made the Caleb go.
No, I said it a second ago, and you guys didn't hear me.
Oh wait, what did you say?
I just said that we should probably start wrapping it up. But
yeah, he said wait one second.
I did.
I should to be fair, I should probably eat. I've only eaten one Woody the Woodpecker today.
You've not had any woodpecker in your life.
How dare you make accusations?
I used to sucked on one woodpecker cock.
Woody Woodpecker. Woody Woodpecker.
Okay, let's get one good like something like highlightable out of this. Like
yeah, guys, we haven't talked about anything. We have to force something out.
What's your opinion? What's your opinion on Tangled the Lemur?
Tangled the Lemur?
Yeah.
All right character. Honestly, though, not the most interesting to me. It hasn't really done a whole lot.
Disappointing.
Yeah, it's if you want to talk about good Sonic characters now the best Sonic character is definitely you got Bean. Fuck you.
You just deflated.
Oh my god. Here's my favorite Sonic character and put it in the group.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have a character named Bean the Dynamite who's a duck. He's a duck who looks a little bit like Woodpecker. And his whole entire thing is I see the Sonic Adventure Woodpecker now in the chat. Anyway, but you have Bean the Dynamite, who's like this green duck dude that was in the one arcade Sonic fighting game, and he looks like Woody Woodpecker, and he has a Woody Woodpecker attack. And the reason why he's named the Dynamite, it's confusing because apparently Sega made this beat 'em up game called Dynamite Ducks before Sonic, so they made the Bean character in reference to Dynamite Ducks. So they just called him Bean the Dynamite instead of Bean the Duck, which that doesn't make any damn sense, but they did it.
They did do it.
I feel like they should put this version of Woody Woodpecker in a fucking Sonic game.
What would you do if you were? What would you do if you were watching the new Alien versus
Alien versus Woodpecker.
That's what it's going to lead to. It's like you're watching Alien versus Predator, the new one, and then all of a sudden the live action Woodpecker.
That'd be awesome.
The thing is, the live action Woody Woodpecker design looks like it could fit in the Sonic movie.
Yeah, it does.
It's an all right design. Like I don't think it's.
Oh, you got cut out, dude.
You got it woodpecked. I look at this shit. I feel like that could be in the Sonic movie easily.
Thank you, Skype. Oh yeah, I could. Yeah, it really would. Wow, yeah. Dude, it fits perfect. Where's Woody Sonic crossover?
Gotta wake up.
Have you ever had a thing where somebody goes Callan, I love the ass.
Callan, the Lord of Fire.
Oh dear.
Callan, Lord of Fire. Can we have a scene of Silver Callan doing that to Golden Callan? Like, can you just animate that?
Wait, was Chris Pratt supposed to be in the Sonic movie?
Oh yeah, initially.
Chris Pratt was like one of the guys that was originally listed as.
Look at this poster.
Was it the mock-up poster where?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about that like design that they had was so they had a list of actors and Chris Pratt was on there as one of the things, but that version of the Sonic design was actually that was like during the phase when they were doing the original Sonic movie design. That was all right. Dinner. I go, what?
Yeah, it's weird because this version almost looks like it's not quite the original gross one. It feels like.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It feels less gross. Still gross.
Yep. It looks really.
The current design though is definitely they did a good job with it because it's like the guy who they got to fix the design and then he designed like all the other characters in the sequel is like the main illustrator behind like the Sonic Mania stuff. Like the opening animation. And like the web shorts, like it's that guy who did it.
So why did they get Tails' actual voice actor to voice and then no one else's?
Yeah, so the story, I think what happened with that was that the Tails post-credit sequence was added in like last second, and they just decided to use go with the game actress for Tails because it was just like trying to cast like a celebrity voice would have been too tight a schedule, and then I guess they kept the same voice for continuity.
That's funny. That feels like such a interesting reason to make one of the lower characters, like Sonic doesn't get to keep his voice. Usually the most iconic character gets to keep their voice. But Sonic is just enough that they could get a celebrity to do it, and it's fine.
Yeah. What's interesting is it's like I feel like Sonic as a character, like there's definitely like good and bad ways of delivering his character, but like what's good about him is that like compared to like a character like Mario where like the Charles Martinet voice is like so essentially the same. Sonic is like, I mean, even from the get-go, like Jaleel White originally voiced Sonic, but then in the cartoons, but then he was voiceless in other media.
Yep.
And then you transitioned to like the adventure games where Ryan Drummond Sonic was doing that, and then around that time you also got the Sonic X having a different cast. So like Sonic is a character. It's been always reinforced that he has like a consistent sounding vocal range and type of voice, but never the same exact voice, as opposed to a character like Mario, where it's like it feels wrong if Charles Martinet doesn't do it because it's like his voice is so much there. That being said, that Goku is such a weird character because of the fact that Goku kind of almost has like a Sonic range type thing where it's like a little bit like there's a lot of people who could kind of do like the type of archetype voice that Goku has. But there's such a distinctive quality that Sean Shenmue voice has that I don't know if anybody could really even do it properly because it's Like you can kind of do angry Goku pretty easy, but doing happy Goku is like incredibly hard. Like no one can really match it.
Makes sense.
No, the one character that I definitely could never be replaced though in all voice acting, which I get upset whenever they change his voice, is Woody Woodpecker.
I know, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm.
Every time I hear bastardization, I'm like, this is just Woody the Woodpecker instead. You should see the Woody Woodpeckers I've dropped in the chat.
Actually, while we were on the topic of Woody Woodpecker, did you guys ever see Raising Arizona, the Nicolas Cage Callan brothers movie?
Oh.
Well, one thing it's actually Woody Woodpecker relevant because Nicolas Cage's character in the movie, like he basically like a lot of like the body language of that character was Nicolas Cage's invention as like a character acting, and I forget it like basically the whole entire thing is like I think he saw like the character has a Woody Woodpecker tattoo on him.
Okay.
And Nicolas Cage's was like the whole entire thing was Woody Woodpecker's the basically the central element of my character. So basically, he tried to basically make himself be as Woody Woodpecker like throughout the entire movie. So he's like before he's shooting the camera, he tried to get his hair he has like he has like puts like a lot of the twitchiness of Woody Woodpecker in there and tried to get his hair like Woody Woodpecker.
What does he do? The
I think if memory serves me correctly, I think he might do a little bit of like a toned down version of it where he's not doing that. Where well, no, he might be like that. It's more of a realized like like that.
Oh gosh.
Like that. No, not as not. No. Like not that whole weird little song, but yeah. Also, the invention of Woody Woodpecker came from that the original cartoonist. He just got married and he was going out on his honeymoon and he was at like the log cabin. It's like, I'm going to enjoy a nice retreat with my wife. And then there's a damn woodpecker that was making noise. And he looked at it. Woody the Woodpecker. No, I'm not joking. That's actually the origins of woodpecker.
Oh dear. Guys, I think I should rename this the Woody the Woodpecker stream.
Woody the Woodpecker.
What would you do if you draw bromine?
Oh, I would draw bromine on Woody the Woodpecker and he would bite my cock.
Bromine as in the chemical?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It explodes. It's bad.
It's just really
I saw a stupid meme where somebody said, like it was like in the science lab and they hold up a vial and they go, "This is bromine," and they drop it and lands on there. It goes, "Oops, no, that's not bromine. That's soy sauce." And then he takes out another vial saying, "This is bromine," and like it's like phrased as like a whole entire like there's like a whole entire setup thing where it's like oh no, like you're gonna die. Oh good, you're alive. Don't drop it. Oh no, what the fuck.
Don't drop that. Don't drop that.
Please don't drop that.
Don't drop the dun.
Oh yeah, don't drop that. Don't drop that.
I dropped that.
It's like Growth Thunberg is 18, right?
Did you guys get super erect when Bully Maguire goes fucking find us some shade, hot legs in Spider-Man 3?
I did get super erect when he said not dig on this and then like he unzips his pants and he just like swapping his slides and
dig on this and he shoves his hands right up his ass.
I do love the line though that like where he's eating the cookies and goes, "You got any?" Does he asks for raisin cookies, right?
No, nuts.
Like,
He asked for some with nuts.
He's like, "Oh, I can go make some. I can go make some. Go make me some."
You know that he's he's a villain because he's asking for nut cookies, not chocolate chip cookies. He has chocolate.
But the fact is that she says she has some in the house, and he asks her to bake some, not even just like make some. Like,
make me some.
Make some from scratch for me now.
Yeah.
I mean that's the asshole thing. That's obviously the point there. But the thing the more subtle thing people don't pick up on is the fact he's all like, yeah, chocolate chip cookies, okay, but I want nut cookies. I'm that much of a villain. I prefer to nut.
I agree.
The other thing that's pointed out is once he turns evil, he answers the phone "Shalom."
Oh yeah.
Which I think that I don't read any anti-Semitism in there in like some.
Yeah, when I look at Sam Raimi, I'm like, cool with the anti-Semitic remarks.
I imagine just like it's Spider-Man answering the phone, going, "Woody the Woodpecker."
Woody Woodpecker.
Imagine if now dig on this, Woody Woodpecker. Woody Woodpecker.
Mary Jane says, Woody the Woodpecker smacks the car.
She gets up and she looks at him and she goes, Woody Woodpecker. And the car cuts to Peter sad on the roof on top of a Woody Woodpecker goggle. Adios, what would you do if Mr. Beast bought you a house that was all Woody Woodpecker themed, so you had the gothic gargoyles, like
That'd be sick.
like Woodpeckers on there, and
That'd
like
be fucking sick.
That would be
Barbie
awesome.
in the garden. You go into you go into like the main foyer, and there's a naked Woody Woodpecker statue.
Great. If he bought me a house, I'm Woody Woodpecker. I would just walk
Or
into
otherwise.
the foyer, just stare this statue in the face, and just go, Woody the Woodpecker.
What if its eyes light up, and then all of a sudden, like a secret passageway opens up? You walk down it, and all of a sudden, you see a Woody Woodpecker themed Batman suit in there, and you have like a Woody Woodpecker cat cave.
That'd be again. Everything you're describing is amazing.
Okay, Mr. B says you can have this if you look at the camera right now and say, Woody the
the implication that I can be like a Woody Woodpecker, like superhero, like I can beat up mentally ill people dressed as Woody Woodpecker at night.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. So the question though is, it's like since he's like all brightly colored, that the Woody Woodpecker Batman costume would look almost Robin suitish.
Yeah.
Is there like your Robin equivalent, like a little bat?
Yeah,
Bat?
really brooding. Yeah, actually, yeah. Why? What the hell? Why is Robin a psychic? Woody Woodpecker should be a psychic.
Absolutely.
Batman's just there. It's like, this is Woody Woodpecker, and then Alfred goes, Woody the Woodpecker.
Why did you say? You said that like Morgan Freeman. Like where with Lucius Fox is like, what are the Woodpecker, Batman?
Yeah. I just imagine Batman. Imagine Joker walking up to Woody Woodpecker in his hospital bed. Woody the Woodpecker.
Sounds like budging, like trying to break free of the bed strap.
These new gadgets, they make a repetitive knocking sound, like a woodpecker, Mr. Wayne.
Just driving out like Woody Woodpecker Batman driving to Rachel scene, driving down the street, and she turns to him and goes, Woody the Woodpecker.
Can someone do the Bane voice saying Woody Woodpecker?
What is a woodpecker?
What is a woodpecker?
What a woodpecker?
What a woodpecker? Oh.
Isn't there a scene where he says brother?
Brother? No, that's one of those.
He says really, but it sounds like he goes.
Yeah. It's one of those Green Needle brainstorm things, where the
voice. Thing that I feel like it's kind of like
Woody Woodpecker.
I feel like, actually one thing that's completely like I feel like glanced over with the Bane Tom Hardy thing is that while Batman 3 was in theaters, they basically enough people were complaining about not understanding Bane that they actually got Tom Hardy in the booth and overdubbed the movie and then released and basically like just swapped out an updated version of the film with the new Tom Hardy lines rather than the original. More muffled. Yeah, they actually did that. So that's like the only time I can ever think of a DLC patch happening in a movie.
Wait, are there votes? Wait, there's got to be at least
technically
the original version.
Yeah, technically there's DLC in terms of like I know that they've added end credit scenes. Like the shawarma scene was not at the very first week's Avengers screenings.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I saw when I saw Avengers, the shawarma scene was in it. I don't know why I said shawarma.
Shawarma.
I did see Dark Knight Rises like night of. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
So you were very confused.
So
you saw it exactly when James Holmes was blasting people away.
Yeah, sure. Because I live with a bunch of, I live in Regnectopia, so I'm used to muffled talking.
That's fair.
I'm used to people going, Woodpecker.
You were used to hearing, brother, why are you people here?
Brother, why are you ableist?
Brother.
Say, brother, why are you ableist?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he literally has a speech impediment, and everyone gets mad at him.
Brother, I
had the time
that's
of my
why I was
life.
born in the darkness. What? Now I know it sounded sad.
I like that. All right, we should probably go.
No, wait, hold on a second. Ideas?
Yes.
You need to give us the little outro song. Okay?
I'll do the beat.
I've had the time of my life, and I own all the Woody the Woodpecker. That's it.
Thank you.
that's a verse. It's like a quarter of a verse. Not a song.
Lois.